So the long and short of it is that kanino bang responsibility ang burden of proof? Dati, because of some lies that I have told, which I have paid for, which I was able to deal with, nawala siya talaga. And it's a long climb back up. And when I had begun, to pay the consequences, it wasn't easy. And when I was able to get back, I have requested to be given the same perception of innocence and perception of regularity in my credentials na nawala sa akin dati. So far, it's really the story of mankind, the fall of man. We all make mistakes and we all deserve a second chance. But there are people who will not give it to us as readily. Their forgiveness and their distrust is not that easily surmountable. So we have to be patient with them. But after such a long time naman, diba, everybody deserves a second chance. So yun po ang that's basically it. Like, why can't our simple statement be taken at face value? Yeah. Why can't our simple request or a straightforward self-introduction, why won't they be sufficed to resume, for example, an entitlement or a claim of ownership or everything that an ordinary citizen is entitled to? Bakit kailangan patunayan or humingi ng patunay ang isang tao na totoong sinabi niya? At ano naman po ang mapapala yung mga humihingi ng patunay at kung hindi ito mapapatunayan? So, all the implications should also be weighed. Hindi ba kung simpleng kaibigan at kakilala lang, ano kung magsinungaling halimbawa tayo sa kanya? Halimbawa, nagpakilala tayo, you know me, I'm Supergirl. Ako pa si Wonder Woman. So, di ba, sino ang niloloko natin? Di sarili lang natin. Nakakatawa pa tayo. That's so embarrassing. And sino ba yung mapapahamak pag, sabi nga namin dito sa Quezon, pag naghahambog ka or you're telling tall tales, sino ba yung mapapahamak? Bakit magiging affected ang isang tao kapag pinalampas yung mga ganon na like kung nayayabangan ka sa isang tao, kung sa tingin mo naghahambog siya? Why will you be affected and why will you act? Is it enough provocation for you to act beyond, diba, the common, naiinis ka, di wag mo kausapin, di talikuran mo siya, diba? But if there's an active action, prejudicial to that person na kinaiinisan, nayayabangan, that's something else. And more importantly, diba, year in, year out, to demolish something, like kung ano siya kinikilala ng ibang tao, why will you intervene and destroy that kind of, like, sabihin na natin, the image or the reputation of that person? So, but one thing, it's one thing to allege and to suspect, it's another thing to prove. But ito kasi ang magtutulak upang halimbawa ay i-challenge at gumawa ng isang hakbang upang halimbawa ay maghabol secretly or openly. Mabuti na lang po sa pag-aaral, in the research that I've done, there are ways, to even the playing field and to act on our power of deduction and our power of observation. Hindi po haka-haka. There are ways really to determine the causes of the events that usually or that cause these events, suspected events that cause misfortune in us. Diba? Sa dami ng dapat asikasuhin at harapin sa personal na buhay, bakit merong magtitake ng risk? Not to mention, kailangang iwan ang kanilang pangkaraniwan na gawain kung hindi mas malaki ang reward. If they take the risk at magtagumpay sila sa kanilang ginagawa. So, there's more to it. Why? Diba? An ordinary person who is supposed to be busy with his or her life, tapos sa tingin naman niya, worthless itong tao na to, mayabang, kung ano-ano pa, diba? So, bakit mo pag-aaksayahan ng panahon na isipin or makisali sa kung anong problema or gulo na kinasasangkutan ng tao na yun? This is called the motive and intent. So, ito po pala yung kahalagahan nun na tinutukoy ng mga nag-i-investigate. So, marami po palang pamantayan upang ang isang ordinary na citizen, kagaya natin, na may kakayanan din naman na mag-isip at gumawa ng hakbang, the research, the study that we can do to help ourselves, nandyan available. Because how can we say that we can be of any help to others if we cannot even empower ourselves to help us in our situation? Kaya po pala mahalaga na ma-establish ito, kasi hindi po basta-basta kikilos ang normal na tao, ang normal na pag-iisip. Kung walang, for example, kung walang nakakahigit na motibo, kesa sa personal nilang gawain at personal nilang buhay. Sino ba tao ang gusto naman hindi tahimik yung buhay niya, na hindi maibigay ng buo ang oras at atensyon niya sa kanyang mahal sa buhay, sa kanyang pamilya, gawain, at mag-over the backward pa siya. Diba? Kailangan niya pantingnan yung mga strangers, sinasabi niya na hindi niya unless there's something there. So, dapat ipinagbibigay alam din doon sa mga doon sa mga pinaglalaanan natin ng interest at attention, kung ano naman yung ating interest sa kanila, para naman din nakakapagbigay din sila ng posisyon nila. Baka meron din explanation na hindi na kailangang daanin sa makaka-apekto pa sa mga tao na nakapaligid. Pwedeng idiretso na lang, di po ba? So, yun. And from the motive and intent, nagkaroon po kami ng batayan upang maghanay ng mga pagsisimulan. Probable cause po ang term na ginagamit ng mga abogado. And since hindi naman po ako abogado, ang tawag ko po dyan as a researcher ay pagsisimulan upang magkaroon ng formal na paghingi ng pahayag, explanation, kasagutan, sapagkat may mga batayang mga pangyayari na pwedeng lagyan ng katumbas sa pananaw dito po sa ating batas. Diba? So, yun po ang yun po yung position ko. It's really, notwithstanding the mistakes that I did in the past, since I also want to be part of the solution, before I can be a solution to another person, I must empower myself out of the long existing situation that my family and I have found ourselves in. So, I am praying and doing my best. And this is a working Saturday. This is what a working Saturday means to me. So this is yours truly po, Clarissa talaga. And it's not too late to enjoy the rest of the day. So I say adieu and thank you for listening.